All right, everybody. Hi. Let's chat today about keeping your energy fields clear. So, a couple of reasons to be doing this, and let me give you some context as to why you would be considering this as an objective as a spiritual being. Maybe some of you have noticed that we are in the middle of a creative endeavor, let's call it. We are at war in the energetic capacities. And I say that with so much love and respect for duality and for the mission that we're here on earth and for what we're moving through. Sometimes this is hard as our humans to understand that there's duality in this world. There has to be both, because we wouldn't be in this earth plane on this experience if there wasn't. There wouldn't be no reason for us to come down to incarnate and to learn and to experience and to bring forth like our puzzle pieces into this creation called earth. It just wouldn't be, or else we would just stay as spirits on the other side. Why would we need to come down into this simulation, we'll call it? So duality is necessary on the earth plane. It also brings in the energy of polarity. When there is dark, there is light. So as we know, we are in an accelerated energy of ascension right now. We are opening up more palettes to be able to hold more energy. We're opening up more space of connection. The timelines are collapsing. We're able to tap into different aspects of who we are in past lives, future lives, dimensional lives so easily now compared to before, because the energy is now moving through a certain purity, right? For us to hold it, for us to be with it, for us to move with it. But with that being said, as the light accelerates, so does the shadow or the darker energy. They have to. They both play parallel. And the law of polarity states when we have one, we have the other, right? And it's just like we swing from side to side. So our almost goal as humans is to be able to swing less. So it's not as dramatic. It's not as forthcoming. It's not as, rooted in the space of everything, right? So I bring forth the concept today for you to consider about keeping your energy field clear, because this is actually truth right now in the collective, that we are ascending, we are opening up our light. But when we open up our light more and we connect in deeper to ourselves and we move through this energy right here, we then call in that darkness in the world, and not on purpose, but because we're now beacons that are shining brightly in the world. We're getting hit more and more. And if you are on the spiritual pathway, which you wouldn't be here listening to this video if you weren't, you are called forth right now to shine your light brighter. You're being called forth to do the trauma work, to deal with your stuff, to heal in your being, to accelerate your light, to deeply connect in, to reconnect into divinity, to use divine source as a movement through your energy field. This is a truth that you're working through right now in your pathway, wherever you are on the pathway. But it's necessary that we literally be conscious of our energetic fields. Who's in our energy? What's moving through our energy field? Do you feel aligned? Is there stuff coming through? Most of us do not know that we actually have spirit guides that are dropped in our field specifically for clearing and protection mechanisms. Most people have never connected to them. They don't even know that they're there. In one of my programs, I teach it, and this program will be coming back out in the fall of 2024. I taught it at the beginning parts of 2024, and I teach it twice a year. It's called Spiritual Mastery. And we meet our guide teams in protection and clearings. We drop into our protocols and understand, and you can do this on your own by going into a meditative state and calling forth your teams and asking them questions, connecting with them, deeply rooting in with them. But there's certain clearing protocols that are being called forth for your soul's imprint right now, for you to know, for you to understand. If you're watching this video, this is for you. So how do you start to pay attention to your energetic field every day? What are the protocols? No longer are we able to just use sage and think that it's going to be okay. It's not deeply rooted enough. We're only hitting surface levels. These guys are getting smarter as the light accelerates more, as we become more deeply rooted in us, as we get all the answers and we see the truth and we move through our power. The same thing is happening over here. That's the mechanism of it all. So as we move through more light, they're moving through more tools in darkness. The games are changing, and they have been for a while. Our job now is to recognize the game has changed. Our job is now to step in non-naivety any longer, to be able to hold this space, to move this energy forward and to trust it and to move with it and to be with it and to be all in. So this is a reminder for you today in this video to start paying attention to your energy fields. You've got to stay protected. You've got to stay cleared. Because if you're not, then you're working in distortion, which means the light moving through you isn't in the light of abundantly lit up power. There's a distortion running in it. And the more distorted you are, the more you're in chaos, the more you're in confusion, the more you're in doubt, the less you're able to shine your light brightly into the world. So showing up potently for me. I do a lot of Akashic Records work. I train in the Akashic Records. Clearing in the Akashic Records is one of the key things. Literally, I did my own clearing today in my own Akashic Records this morning. I teach it. If you desire to know when the trainings are, when the next trainings are, there's a link in this description that you can go and feel. If you want to know about how to do your own Akashic Records, how to lean into your own space, how to use the Akashic Records to clear your own energies, it's level 1 in the trainings that I do. You can just take that and never use it for others. But some of you guys are healers out there really doing the work, and you desire to be trained in the Akashic Records and you want to use it as a tool to assist others. That might be a possibility too. The new training sessions are coming up starting in May of this year. So allow yourself to feel into your truth. You know whether you need a clearing. You know whether you need someone else to do a clearing. You know whether you need to drop into your own self to do the clearing. But I wanted to create this video today to remind you to pay attention. Pay attention to your fields. Pay attention to what's happening. Pay attention to who you're hanging out with. What are you listening to? What are you reading? What are you watching on television? There's imprints in all of this now. And some of the artists we used to listen to before that we had a tolerance for energetically, we cannot any longer. They're too much in demonic energies, or they're too much in their satanic rituals, or they're too much out of alignment for us. This is a real thing, guys. And this is a potent thing to consider. So I want to throw it into your field today for you to take what you desire from this, for you to move through what feels called for you. And if you have questions about it, throw it in the comments here. Like, I'm in YouTube every day. So I want and desire to help serve you in some way, shape, or form if I can. Or come over to Instagram and come visit me there. Hold space for yourself, people. You got this. Don't be scared. Okay? You are a powerful being of light. This is your birthright. Start stepping into that power and owning it. Chat with you guys soon. Bye for now.